I want to do a quick little Celtic Cross, a very quick one, just to let you know what's to come. I got to shuffle these cards back in. Again, if you have any questions, comments, anything you want to put it in there now. Otherwise, I'm just going to shuffle these cards real quick as we speak. I knew we were going to run over. I had that feeling. But I think we're going to end here in a few minutes like I planned. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards real good. And we're going to get a nice little tarot spread. That's what I'd like to offer you tonight for the entire year of 2022. It's going to be a good year, guys. 6 years, good years. 5 years are growth years, growing pains, 2021. 4 years are years of completion, learning, evolution, 2020. Now we're moving into 2022. Okay, here we go. Knock on these cards. What do we have in store for the year? What is the foundational theme of 2022? You can't make this up. Ace of Wands. New beginnings, brand new beginnings, fresh starts where you can embrace your wands of magic. You can create whatever you want. This is the fresh start. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter who you were in the past. This year is your opportunity to transform, to evolve, to become somebody new, to create the life you want, to finally shift that habit, to make your wildest dreams come true. It's the year of magic. It's a year of 6, Ace of Wands. What is going to cross us in 2022? What is going to be the obstacle? 7 of Wands. Embracing our magic. Trusting in our ability to co-create our reality. So a 7 of Wands indicates a little bit of need for patience. Maybe the magic doesn't happen right away, or it doesn't happen in the way you want it to, and therefore you start to have self-doubt. Or you start to revert back to some of your earthly human ways, or you fall off track. You might have to start over towards your intentions and goals or do something differently. But the 7 of Wands does indicate success. Even if you have to start over, you still have the opportunity to succeed. What's going to ground us into this new year? What's going to keep us on track, balanced, aligned, and working towards our intentions? Ace of Swords. I love it. Making quick decisions. Making quick, energetic cutting of cords. This is like the card of Kali. So making that decision to really sever ties quickly, or set boundaries quickly, or make decisions quickly. Aces are all about swift energy. Swords are all about cutting ties, shifting direction, changing the energy. So we're going to be doing that fast. So don't dwell, don't linger, don't bring up the anxieties of potential futures that don't exist. Just go where your heart calls you. Trust your gut and make those quick decisions. What's the lesson that we've already learned? The 10 of Cups. We are abundant beings. We are lucky. We are fortunate. And we have a lot of emotions, and that's okay too. The 10 of Cups says, hey, you've been through a lot. You probably still have a lot of emotions. You're probably still processing. The past is probably still affecting you, and that's okay. The 10 of Cups also tells you that Instead of dwelling on the past or lingering on the past or being emotional about the past in a negative way, see how abundant you are, how lucky you are, what wisdom you gained. What did you learn? What new insights? What did the past have to offer you? And the more that you move forward with this kind of attitude, the more you'll have to be grateful for. Your cups will literally runneth over, just as they already have, whether you knew it or not. It's all about perspective. What is the highest lesson or wisdom or thing we're trying to achieve in 2022? These swords, man. 10 of swords. 10 of swords. You have got to learn to let it go. These things from the past that pull you down into a lower frequency and a lower evolution. We got to let go of my kid messing with the door right now. But you got to let go of it. You got to let go of this old programming, worrying about what people of the past will think of you, worrying about your old self and who you've become now. You got to let it go. Oh, we got a little emergency here. I think we're okay. Finally, what's around the corner for us? The 3 of Wands. So by springtime, March, the 3rd month of the year, I think we're going to see some transformation. I think you're going to see some transformation in yourself. It takes an average of 3 months for there to really be a shift and change in your energy, not only within yourself and what people notice, but just like in general, you become a new person after about 3 months. It also takes about 3 weeks for you to feel differently and actually create a new habit or do something differently. So I think that this 3 of Wands is saying, hey, just around the corner, you have the opportunity to do differently or create a new habit, set a new goal and go after it, but you've got to work on it longer than these 3 weeks of January. And you got to really make it to spring to make it come true. The 3 of Wands is also about life, death, and rebirth, and it's about recycling your energy. So if you've got to rid yourself of anything energetically over the next few months or weeks, remind yourself to do it with peace and grace and ease. It's all about karma. And just see it as an energetic exchange, an energetic release, so something else can come back to you better, bigger and better. Finally, what 4 cards do we have as a theme for this year? The 2 of Cups reminds us to balance ourselves between the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine, the doing and the being, and to also really focus on balancing our relationships with one another. The 6 of Swords reminds us to cut limiting mindsets, limiting beliefs, rid yourself of any influences that might be holding back your magic. And also, again, rid yourself of any relationships that don't bring you joy and pleasure and more peace and ease. The 8 of Wands remind you that energy is infinite, but there's also karma. Every action will have a result, a reaction, and everything you release will come back to you in a different form or fashion or in the same way. Trust in this exchange of energy. Believe that your potential is infinite and that your energy can create whatever you put your mind to. Finally, our last theme card, these swords. 9 of Swords. Give yourself full permission to let go of every time you have failed. Even if you're working on the same thing now and you have failed before, it does not matter. You are in Ace of Wands, new beginnings. You're a new person now. You're not the person that you were before. You've changed. You have hindsight. You have wisdom. Don't let the mistakes and failures of your past hold you back from who you can become.